Sports. Welcome, everyone, to Lubbock, Texas, Jones AT&T Stadium, where their tortillas will be flying in celebration and in support of their beloved Texas Tech Red Raiders. Raiders will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. On first down, here comes this offense. The give to the tailback. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And the Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. The corners are walked up tight. They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. Think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Going to the ground is what the Razorbacks love to do to move those chains with guys like Peyton Hillis and Darren McFadden.
Yeah, and you think of just Felix Jones along with the same era, just guys that toted the rock with some physicality, just tough guys that make you bring your lunch. When you want to come tackle them, you better bring it.
He wants to throw. They're trying to get to it. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. You put it all on display on that side.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. To the air, it's Green. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
The seventh play of this opening drive will be a third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
He'll call for the fair catch here. First down for this offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for two out to the 26.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Red Raiders will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the move, it's Sategna. He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. To the air, it's Green. Working that left side now. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
That had to be a coverage bust because there is no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Escapes the sack. Forced out of the pocket. He's going to run it. Kept it, and he's past the marker. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on first down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get
Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Quickly complete. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
With the score, Arkansas 7, Texas Tech 0.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Looking to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on third down to avoid doing it again. Using the quick game. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But They got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Snagged in the middle, it's Burgess. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25.
29 Philly.
He's gonna pass. That's caught. It's Burgess. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for our tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision.
And that pass intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. They'll go back to the ground. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Now, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
To the air, it's Green. Trying to get to him. Got his man on the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to get the first through the air. Looking to the big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Haas. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. He's looking to throw it. That's reeled in. It's Sategna. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense, next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Corner's showing press. They want to be physical here. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long. First down marker just short of the goal line. Got it in the middle. It's Haas. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. They'll throw it on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the missed connection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Douglas.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Trying to escape and get it himself. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Great players like this just do a good job of making you pay. And if you want to drop back and play coverage, that's fine. He can scramble around, buy time, beat you down the field, but if nothing's open, boom. I take it to easily get a 1st down, make a big play, just make it a headache for the defense.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Is caught downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Grabs it inside the 10. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll go to the air. He wants it all. Fires and picked off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Corners are going to bail. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this 1st half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Razorbacks will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is, and you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. This time on target.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first progression.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. This is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Burgess. Tackled immediately after the catch.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They'll go with a direct snap. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Quarterback will keep it. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Davis. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. He'll try to tack on 1 more. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Arkansas ready to send out this offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Paul
makes the catch down the right side. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Number 11.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a very interesting scene playing out right now in this marquee top 25 matchup. SMU is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 24 to Texas A&M. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. At the 35, he's got room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB-designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quickly complete. Across the 25, he's got room. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Red Raider. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Golden. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. And the Razorbacks will hustle to the line. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Got it in the middle, it's Sategna. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all...
Got it! Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
21. Texas Tech, 14.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Arkansas 21, Texas Tech 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Let's go. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They'll go right back to the run. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Valdez. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Here we go. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack. Obviously, you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within 1 possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep, and make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Coming out on second down, trying to put this one away. Dropping back, it's Green. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Grabbed in the middle, it's Haas. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Haas. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The give as they work on that clock. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Green. Got the back over the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And this is the time where I'm a defense. I'm slow to get up. I'm making sure I stay on that offensive player. I'm trying to eat up as much clock and make this offense burn as much clock, Palmer, as I can.
And this coaching staff right now, you know they're looking at the analytics too, right? How many timeouts do we have left? We want to think about dialing up some play calls that get guys catching the football or get the ball out of bounds to stop the clock. You've got a good rhythm right here. You're in a good position of the field to go win this thing, but you've got to be really smart with your play calls.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been